Dear students, today we will discuss about hypertext markup language, and in short, as we all know that it is called HTML, hypertext markup language. Generally this type of language is used to, or HTML language is used to create any web applications. There are two types of applications. First is normal application that we can install in our system, like any type of game, Microsoft PowerPoint, Microsoft Word, Microsoft Office. Normal softwares that we are installing in our systems are generally known as applications, but the softwares that run onto the internet are known as web applications. So without any connection of internet, the web applications could not run. So we need to have internet connection in our system when we want to work with web applications. So such type of web applications or web softwares that we want to work onto the internet could made by using the and by help of the hypertext markup language. If we tell to you all, we have used such different types of language like QBasic, Visual Basic, C language, C++ language, Java language. These are the types of computer languages which are used to create normal or simple application programs. But HTML is a such type of language which is used to make web applications or web softwares. So this is the use of hypertext markup language. So if we separate all these words like hypertext markup language, here hypertext is different, markup thing is different, and markup language is different. So we can understand these all in a separate way. So if we talk about what are hypertext, so here hypertext are such type of text which we see on a web page or on a website which is having a particular link. Many times we see on a web page there is a such type of text, like I am writing here BEHS, and in that text there is a just a line is showing just below to the text. So such type of text, if I am writing here like www.behsomati.com, so if we see such type of any type of text in our website or web page, and if that text is having such type of underline, and when we just do the click with the help of mouse onto that text which is having underline, then after clicking onto that text, a new window or new web page will open. So such type of text is known as hypertext, and this is a facility is only we see by using hypertext markup language. So the text that we see onto our website, onto any website or web page, and after clicking on that text, if we see another or new page is opening, that text is known as what? Hypertext. Now next term is here markup. What is the term explained for markup? So markup refers to actually a special symbols or instructions indicating the format, style or structure for an electronic document or web page. So if that format is applicable to run onto that particular electronic device or not, this is explained by markup term. And now the next term is coming here, which is called markup language. So what is markup language? So markup language is a set of standards. Actually this is used to create an appropriate markup scheme or markup format that I have told you right now. That markup format or markup scheme for an electronic devices or documents such as a web page. If we are going to create a web page, in other words, if I tell you the language which is used to create a web page, a language which is used to create a web page is known as markup language. It's very clear for you all. The language that is used to create a web page that will run onto web browser, so that type of language is called markup language. But in that web pages we use hypertext So that type of language will become as hypertext markup language. Now next term is which is a protocol. So what is a protocol? A protocol is generally known as a system of rules or regulations that defines how something is to be done with onto the internet. Means when we are working onto the internet, so the rules and regulation means what we should do on that place and what we should not do. So how to provide a security for the documents and how to protect our data or information during the transferring from one electronic device to another electronic devices. So all these things, that all the activities that we are doing onto the internet is done or proceeded by the help of these type of protocols. So these are known as generally rules and regulations. So normally in a way the protocols which are used in onto the internet are known as HTTP. This is called Hypertext Transfer Protocol. I am writing here Hypertext Transfer Protocol. This is a basic protocol which is used in internet, which helps to transfer, as its name explain, hypertext transfer protocol. So such type of protocol or system of rules and regulations helps to transfer any type of text. Text are what? Hypertext. When we want to transfer the text from one web page, or if we want to go from one website to another website or one web page to another web page. I am giving you an example. When you are writing a message or comments to any social networking sites like WhatsApp or in Facebook. So when we are working with any electronic devices and when we are sending a message or when we are receiving a message, at that time the text is being transferred. So how that text is transferred from one mobile to another mobile, or one smartphone to another smartphone, or one electronic device to another electronic devices through the internet. This is done by the help of this hypertext transfer protocols, because it manages all the activities that is being proceeded from the sender and from the receiver. So if I give you an example for hypertext transfer protocol, let's assume there is a machine or there is a system like one number system, and this is your second number system, and these both systems are connected with internet or having connection of internet. So if first number system want to send a message to second number system, a message want to send by first number system to second number system, then it will be sent through the help of HTTP protocol. Without this protocol it is not possible. The message will go from this system to this system. This is not possible. So this type of HTTP protocol helps to manage the receiver address or to manage the sender address. All these activities, how the data will be transferred from one system to another system, all the activities will be managed by this hypertext transfer protocol. So if I tell to you another protocol which is called HTTPS, a new keyword is coming after the P, which is called S. It means that hypertext transfer protocol secure. Why I have written here S or for secure? Because of this keyword will add on some special features into the HTTP. Means this hypertext transfer protocols will have some special security features when the data is being transferred from one system to another system. Let's assume this is one number system, this is second number system, and this is now your third number system. If a message is going to be sent from one system to second number system, and if we are using only hypertext transfer protocol HTTP only, at that time if this third number system is a hacker, let's assume this is a hacker or cracker, so this person or user who is sitting in this system can hack or can access the information of that message that we are sending from one system to another system. Means a third party. This third system user what? Third system is known as third party. This third party person or user can hack or crack the information what you are sending from one system to another system. But if we are using in place of HTTP, if we are using here HTTPS, hypertext transfer protocol secure, such type of protocol or such type of feature if we are using here now, so the message will be encrypted Now the message will be encrypted because of this S security feature. Message will be encrypted and no any third party access will be done onto this particular message. Why? Because this S security feature is known as SSL. This is known as SSL, and the full form of SSL is Secure Socket Layer. It provide a socket, or it provide a chain, or it provide a particular layer where encryption of the message or the data will be proceeded and no any third party access will be on there. So this is the use of the hypertext transfer secure protocol. So the main difference between HTTP and HTTPS is that HTTP provide unsecure connection link between sender and receiver or from one system to another system, but HTTPS hypertext transfer protocol secure provide you a secure connection, through which data will be transferred from one system to another system. No any third party access will go on there. So this is more preferable than HTTP. Now today's class is over and this chapter is also has been over. So next chapter we will start in next video.